any direction I wanted to go. There's an old African proverb that says, when you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. I had no idea where I was going, but I knew I didn't want to go the way I've been seeing. For me, I chose to go the way of the Nation of Islam. From the age of 14 to the age of 35, that was my life. I was so deep into it that it took divine intervention to get me out. Because I was not trained as a child. I had nothing to turn back to depart from because this was all I knew. My conversion didn't happen on a Damascus road. I was on my way to Watts. Driving down the street I had been down 1,000,000 times. God pulled me over because I was no longer in control. I started crying and weeping. I was snotting and crying and snotting. After my life changed, I literally had to get on the phone and call people that I knew and let them know that the person they knew for the past 21 years was no longer. See, when God moves you, he doesn't send out post office requests to let person that just change your address. When he moves you, he moves you. You don't know where you're going. I was speaking to a friend of mine who's a pastor. He pastors a church next door to my house, and he said, Brother Green, he said, Ron, when I was your age, when I was a teenager, he said, I was going that direction. He said, I was into that. He said, the things that they taught, the things that how they lived their life intrigued me. He said, but it didn't line up with what I had went to Sunday school growing up all my life. It didn't line up with what I learned in Sunday school. That's why I said Sunday school can make a difference. It doesn't guarantee that your child will not go wrong, but he would have something he can turn back to. He has a foundation that he can turn back to. The last thing I want to say, I see a lot of people with their children. If they played basketball, if they played football, baseball, they would send them to extra camps to try to get them to be the best that they can be. Then why won't you send your kids to Sunday school? Why won't you give them the same foundation that you know they're going to need? That is their greatest chance for success. So when we're doing review, and I see my child and all these children quoting scripture, I'm as proud of these kids as if they scored a touchdown, slam dunked a basketball, or hit a home run. All I know is that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.